Well, it looks like my V-pulley I got for the Ford went right on there with no problems at all. And of course it's got the register here for the blower pulley. Now I can determine where my nose and everything is going to go. Well, my original blower nose set up here. Kind of tell that it's about, oh, I don't know, 2 inches too long. Next thing would be to see if my pulleys are even going to work. Well, one of the ideas I had, I bought a blower pulley blank, and I was going to use it here to extend it. Cut it off, get it machined where, you know, it would have been long enough here to would have set about there, and I would have been fine for this top pulley. The belt, it all went on it all right. But the problem is that the belt's got to come from here, from the bottom up, and I don't think that this blank is actually big enough for the, maybe it is. I don't know if that pulley will clear it on both sides or not. I'll try it and see. But if I can use this pulley blank here and get that machined and drilled, I can, you know, that'll bring me out about 2 inches on the bottom there, and I'll be able to use this upper nose. But I think really it'd be better if I just went ahead and sold this thing on eBay again and tried to get me a shorter nose for another something that'll fit on here like it is. Anyway, I'll do some measurements and then I'll check the other one out. Well, trying to figure this blank out here, and I've set it in here about where it should go. And if you notice there, the bolt holes are just, it's just going to be too small. I don't think I could actually really, by the time I got it centered and everything, it looks like there's barely enough room to drill a hole, but it would be so close to the edge of this that especially with a hole going all the way through it, most likely to fail. So it was a good idea. I'll put that back on eBay and see if we can sell it again. Take a picture of it here. Well, now we're into plan B. It's basically I got to figure out how long my drive nose is going to have to be. I put this on the water pump here where I'm clearing the pump. Try to balance it here. That's pretty good. And then I can sort of tell how much room I got here between the inside of the pulley and figure out how long my nose needs to be. I'm going to give it a measure and see. Well, looking at it here, got about 2 inches to the inside of the pulley, and that'll clear the water pump. Got another inch to the flat part of the blower pulley itself. Either way, it's about an inch. So I've got between 3 and 4 inches, because this will come out from the bottom maybe 1.25 inches, but so I need a snout from the face of the pulley between 3 and 4 inches. Anywhere in that range will work. And because of the size of the pulleys, I think this is like 20% underdriven. It should produce about 9 pounds of boost. That's more than enough for this old tired motor. And it looks like my belts will clear here nicely, especially once I put an idler in it. And clear my pump, and everything will work okay. Now I just have to get another snout that'll fit there and some kind of a triangular plate to cover that hole up. I got a lot of blower drive parts here. I got 5 or 6 of these gears, all of the gaskets and stuff, so even though I couldn't use this piece here, it was a pretty good try. And oh boy, you know, I could get that thing machined down, but it's got to be about 4 inches. Yeah, trying to use this plate, I've got maximum 4 inches here to the inside of the pulley, so it looks like I'm going to have to take out about 2.5 inches. This will be cut off the bearing, 2.5 inches. You know, this might work. It'd be close. I could still use this. Just moving in 2.5 inches will still just barely clear my breather. Since this snout is pretty much chewed up anyway, it's possible I might get this cut down 2.5 inches. That might, you know, because another snout's going to cost me a couple $100, $250. And if I can get that one down 2.5 inches, that'd be the way to go. I doubt if I'll spend that much in machining cost. Maybe we'll find out. Well, looking at all this, where everything's lining up, and I set me a iron bar in here that's fairly parallel. And it looks like that's where the outside edge of that pulley could go. Basically, looks like the outside could go, you know, maybe a ½ inch past this. It might be a cheaper job to have this cover I got cut down. Then it would be try to buy a snout and an idler and everything else, or extend that one 2 inches, but it would be much cleaner if I could just shrink that one somehow. So it looks like that might be the deal. If I can get this pulley to set exactly where the back of the idler is, that would be perfect. Because this is if I'm dropping something straight down, see, that would clear my water pump fine with a belt like 1 inch. I'd have still plenty of room on that lower pulley for a belt. I think the whole thing's probably going to have to go in another 1/4 of an inch or something like that anyway on that grease seal. But that's where I need it. I need the pulley to set right at the back of that idler.